Hi everyone, we're the Sunshine Stitchers. I'm EJ.
Hi everyone, this is Gary, one of the Sunshine Stitchers, and we're all filming at home, remotely, anti-social distancing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We've all been practicing for this for years, so hopefully I can edit this and we can get it right. So, welcome. We're the Sunshine Stitchers. I'm Gary. So,
Hi everybody, this is Shelia, Sunshine Stitchers. We're so glad that you are joining us today. I guess you got nothing else to do, so why not? Here we are, little cutting and pasting and technology wonderment, but we're gonna pull this together. We are practicing social distancing. We're doing all the things that has been recommended to keep us safe and happy. We hope you're doing the same thing. So EJ is at her house, I am at my house, and Gary is at his house. We had a conference call, literally the Sunshine Stitchers had a conference call earlier today. I just want to say, imagine face-to-face trying to get the three of us conversating at the same point at the same time on a conference call. It is challenging, but we did it. We got it through. We got a plan. We have a plan. So here we go. Again, we want to thank everybody, our deepest appreciation for everybody who has subscribed to us. For those of you who continue to come back, bless you. And I ain't religious, but bless you. Thank you so much for watching our videos. So today we're going to start with our new starts. And because I'm home, can't run out and do stuff, I have 2 starts this week. My first start is, hold on. My first start is the Cat Lovers by Jardin Privé. If you recall, this was a gift to me last week by Carolyn C. Zook Stitch. She gifted me the chart and the threads. I started this yesterday. I'm just in the mood for starts. All of my plans are totally out of the window. Just saying. Starts, you will be seeing starts from me. So I'm very happy about this. It didn't take long. I'm going to enjoy this very much. Cat Lovers, Jardin Privé. My second start is my birthday start. And I've been looking forward to this for quite a while, really quite a while. I have gathered together different linen, pieces of linen to include. This is my start, and don't laugh. I know, I remember the 11 half crosses. That was a start for coffee. The coffee one, I'm still in progress doing. But this is my start. I'm going to try to hold it close. Where is it? So that you can see. Now, this side will actually be the letter B, and this side will actually be the letter A. This is the Erica Michaels, the sampler book that I got a while ago. It is on 32 count vellum, and I'm going to be using a hodgepodge of threads that are in my stash. I will be trying to follow the color schemes as much as possible, but we'll be taking some liberties on different letters. The instructions, which are quite detailed, have you outline, do your back stitching in a color that is similar to the fabric, which I think you can see here. This is the outside of the piece. This is actually outlining for me where 2 cluster blocks will do. Cluster blocks will be used to actually pull the piece together. So it will be critical that I place the cluster blocks in the same places for each page. Otherwise, my sampler book is going to be wonky, wonky, wonky. And I don't want that. So I'm going to try. So I've actually done the stitching to place them. The first stitch will actually occur in this little spot here. And after I finish this video, I cannot wait to actually start stitching on this. Yay, yay. I mean, this is like years in the making. Both of those new starts have been quite a while in the making. And so at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Gary for his new starts. Gary?
So my new start is the Spring Quaker. We started the Spring Quaker SAL, which is the Rosewood Manor SAL we've been doing for the seasonal, on the first day of spring, which was the 19th. And this is my one-day start. Look at that. So I got the first motif with 2 of the words. I thought I would do the words as I went, so I wouldn't have to go back and do them later. And I really like this one. I think she actually, they almost have put every color that's called for in this one first motif. So you get to really get into all the colors. Might have been 2 that you didn't use. But I really love it. I'm using the called for fabric, 28 count, what was that, 28 count Valor? Yeah, 28 count Valor. And it's fun. It's a fun stitch. And again, Ronnie's taking this away from me until someone in the Garon group finishes, who started on the 19th of 2020. So I've got a little bit of time. Some of us are still working on Winter Quaker, and some of us are still working on other things.
Well, thank you, Gary. So it's now back to me. Yay! Whips. I've been working this week getting a lot of stitching in, like I am sure many of us are. So my whips for this week, I've worked on the Emerald Dragonfly Nora Corbett. This is stitched on 32 count antique white Belfast, and I'm using all of the called for threads and beads. I think I've got that, yes. All the called for threads and beads. This week, I have focused a lot. I'm missing my pointer. I'm focusing a lot on this wing here. Almost all of this was done this week. So I'm very pleased. Is that right? No. This wing. I'm working on this wing this week. So all of this was done, and a lot of this, all this Kreinik was done this week. So this one is actually pretty far along. I may actually do a little focus stitching on it to see if I can actually finish it sometime soon. So this is Emerald Dragonfly Nora Corbett. My next whip, dug her out. This is Ladies Night. Y'all remember my lady? Now she's missing her, I'm putting some tassels on her. She needs tassels. This girl needs tassels, and she needs her corset strings. But the reason they're not there is because I have this layout that I am doing. I actually decided to lay out the pieces to the chart so that Double Trouble will be in the middle, and the one where she's flying on the broom will be on the top. So this week I started Double Trouble. This is actually the first witch, her coat, if you will, that's her boot, her coat. And so I'm excited about that. Haven't worked on this one in a very long time. Ladies Night is being stitched on a Silk Weaver Wexford linen 32 count. And the color is, I don't know. I didn't write it down. But it's beautiful. I like it very much. I'm doing a whole bunch of substitutions. There's a toile. Her boots are actually stitched in a toile. Her coat is the called for 310. So there's a lot of substitutions in this piece. So this was my second whip of the week, and that's my layout for ladies' night. My third whip, I pulled out my French kitchen, which is a collaboration by 3 designers, hands-on design. I knew I was going to screw this up. Yeah, Summer House Stitch Works, collaborating they did a series of pieces, 4 pieces. They are somewhat seasonal, I think, but not really. But it's called French Kitchen. The words are all in French. This one is actually pomme et sauge. It is the apple and sage. This week I worked on the words for sauge and got that in. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, sauge. Very happy about how that's turning out. And I'm looking forward to working on this. We have received all the charts for this series. It was a series that you signed up for through the Inspired Needle outside of Chicago, or in Illinois. And the kit included all of the threads, the fabric. This particular fabric is 32 count chocolate milk fabric by Stephanie, Fabrics by Stephanie. And they shipped with the threads, and these are Weeks Dye Works threads. So that's coming along very nicely. And so those are my whips. Gary, I know you got whips. How'd you do this week?
All right, thank you, Shelia. I'm looking forward to watching your ladies' night, or ladies of the night, resurface again, and see what they're cooking with all your color changes and stuff. So looking forward to that. That's gonna be great. I might pick up mine. I don't know. I might have to pick up mine and see if I can stitch with you. I'm not sure what I'm gonna stitch on today. So let's go into my whips. So this is my current whip is Winter Quaker. Look at this. I'm gonna have to put it back here. I'm down to 2 pages that I still need to work on, and then these 2 motifs up here that somehow or the other I skipped on. I have no idea how I skipped them on the page there, but I did. So I'll have to come back to those. But I want to finish these 2 pages down here first, and then I'm going to come back and do all the snowflakes in a metallic-y, sparkly white. Give it a little bit of jazz. I'm still loving. I love working on these threads, the Valdoni threads, and they work perfect on the 28 count, and it's kind of therapeutic because it's the only projects that I use my threader on, so it's kind of changes the way I'd stitch all my other things and puts me in a different mindset, which I enjoy the break from my standard stitching. So I don't know how long this is going to be, but this is going to be a whip until it's done. So there's no schedule, EJ. All right. So what's your whip, CJ?
Now on to my whips. Well, this week I was working on Blackwork Butterfly. I did half of it. Well, I thought I did half of it. Funny story. So me thinking my black work is completed, I started with the back stitching. And when I got to this, I noticed that I'm missing quite a bit of black work. So this blue is supposed to come around all the way to here, I believe. So not quite halfway. And this is opalescent rainbow. You see the rainbow? You see that shimmer? You see that shine? Yes. Yes, this is 14 count Zweigart rainbow fabric. And this is Blackwork Butterfly by Jill Carter Nixon. I believe Needleworker 2000 magazine, June July edition. So this was my Blackwork Butterfly. My second whip for the week is There's No Place Like Home, I'd like to call it, but it's really called Wizardly by Fiddlesticks AU. It's an Etsy shop. So I finished the P, the L, and the I. I'm working on the L. The other L. Another L. So yes. So I'm almost not, no, that's not true. I'm not almost done with this. I'm almost done with the L, but not almost done with the P's. So Fiddlesticks AU, Wizardly. Back to you, Shelia.
Okay, thanks, EJ. So we have finishes. Well, let me say, Gary has finishes. So Gary, show us what you got. Go ahead, show us what you got.
What? No finishes, Shelia? Come on, we had a week of staying at home. No finishes. Okay, I may have overachieved, so I can share some of my finishes with you. So last Saturday after we recorded, I did finish Mr. Bojangles from the Prairie Moon. He stitched on 36 count Swamp from Picture This Plus. I really love these colors. This is all the called for colors. They're all Weeks dye works. And this is my favorite color right there. It's called Mermaid. And when you see it, you're like, oh, what would you do with it? But it makes a perfect jacket. Now I'm to think more things to use that color for. And I just have to cut it out and get it turned into a stocking, a little boot stocking. And so this was a gift. The pattern was gifted to me at Galleria by our friend Sharon. And so in honor of the way I received it, I passed it on, gifted it to another member. And so I'm hoping that we can keep this project being passed around and see how much stitchy kindness we can spread with this project. So I really enjoyed stitching this. I finished it on the 14th, which was last Saturday. And then I pulled out my Baby It's Cold Outside, and I said, well, you know what, I'm going to finish this one too. So it's from Heartstring Samplery, and it's stitched on 32 count copper kettle. I have notes. You know, we do this thing called Flosstube, right, Shelia? So it's a 32 count copper kettle from Color and Cotton. I really love this color because it makes the snow, the whites really pop and look nice. And it's one of the few colors I've stitched on with white that make it look really great. It's got a little bit of red tint to the brown fabric. It's nice colors. And I changed out all the colors because I used everything I had at home. And I used 2 different color reds and everything. So if anyone wants the colors, I'll put it in the bottom. We'll have it in the description in the bottom so you can see it there. So this one was really fun. I finished this on the 18th, and it's from Heartstring Samplery. And then last night, last night I worked a little bit on my winter Quaker, and then I said, you know what, I need to get some more of these whips, because I kept thinking about what we talked about last week about my dark October stitching. So I pulled out 2 of my small ones that just needed a couple of hours to finish. And the first one was from With Thy Needle and Thread. It's called Candy Corn, and it's actually stitched on candy corn. So it's I want to get it cut out into like a stand-up, like a candy corn stand-up. So it's gonna have top of it's gonna be yellow, white, and then orange. And I know I was supposed to probably stitch it, I think, in the yellow, and the white was supposed to, I was supposed to stitch it in the yellow, but somehow or the other I got my brain confused. But actually I kind of like it better in the white, because the broom would have got lost. And this is 1/1 on 28 count, and the fabric is candy corn, and it's from Fabric Flare, and it's really great. I'll put the link in the bottom where you can get some of the Fabric Flare fabrics from. And then my last finish, told you I was busy this week, working from home. That 2-hour commute, look what you can do without 2 hours of commute. So this is my last finish for last week. It's Halloween Birdhouse, and it's from Manny D. Donna. And it was my first Dark October start last year, October 1st. And it's 40 count, and it's over 1 thread over 2. And it's, what was it? I got it when I was at a shop, and it was called Relic from Picture This Plus. But since then, I've ordered Relic from multiple sites, and Relic is brown. So I don't know how I got an orange Relic, but I love this. It's like a tangerine. It's a really nice color. And so and the birdhouse in the middle came with, it's a wooden button, and it came with the pattern. But I mean, it's a fun little thing. I did switch the candy corn around. I changed it to how it was supposed to look, unlike how I did this candy corn, which how it's not supposed to, not how they look like. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm weird like that. I wanted white in my candy corn, and I don't think they had charted for white. So that's all my finishes. So EJ, surprise me. Any finishes?
Holy finishes, Batman. That's a lot, Gary. Me? No finishes. No finishes. It's okay though. It's okay. But no finishes.
Gary, as usual, has been prolific. As we all know, he stitches like amazingly fast. I've watched him stitch, and really all you see is, I mean, it's amazing to see. So now we're going to do haul. Believe it or not, I had some haul this week. My thread clubs came in, which was actually very exciting, and I'm waiting for a couple of other things that I know that are being shipped to me that I'm also very excited about. So this is my color club installment for this month by Silks For You. No, I'm sorry, I apologize. So for my birthday every year, this has an entirely different story. I mean, like, really, entirely different story. Here we go. So for my birthday every year, I treat myself. The month of March is birthday month. And for the month of March, I treat myself to Stitchy Haul. So every year for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been buying silk from Silks For You. This month, just at the beginning of the end of February, she let us know, or let people know, that she was having some challenges in receiving her silk supplies from China. And so her clubs were going to be in good shape, but she was running, all she had in inventory was on her website. I did not miss a beat. Technically, it wasn't quite March, but I did not miss a beat. I went tick, 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 tick to Silks For You website, and this was the fall collection that she had or may have available. And look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love those colors. I think they're amazing. I mean, and the coloring is good. I'm filming on my patio because I thought this would be the best light. The background sound is very low because, quite honestly, there are very few cars on the street, and I live within a development that doesn't get a lot of car traffic anyway. So let me just give you one more. Look at that. That is, I can't wait. Cannot wait to use those. And we all know that I am a major fan of Victorian model sampler threads. This year, I treated myself to both her limited, somewhat bright, and her primitive edition club. So every month I get a load of Victorian model sampler, and I mean, hey, I love it. I cannot lie. I love it. So this month, I'm not going to take them off. I'm not going to read you the names or anything, but I'm just going to show you. So this is actually both clubs, the colors that were in both clubs for this month. So you can kind of, I did my best to get them on here, so I'm going to spread them a little bit so you can see. Yeah, like that. Here, look at the colors in this. This is, and again, they're showing up pretty true on the camera, so you can see just the variety of colors. Now they are mixed up because, of course, in the process of getting all of this together, I dropped them, so yeah. So it's a combination of the limited and the primitive edition Victorian model sampler threads. Check her out, folks. Absolutely amazing threads. So so that's the end of my haul. So I know that I'm sure Gary has something. So Gary, what's your haul?
Wow. Haul, Shelia, you hit thread haul. I mean, this color is from Victorian Model Sampler. I mean, that's a wall of floss. Kept going, but I really love the Silks for You skeins that you got. Those are really nice. I might have to look into getting some of those. I'm not sure. I keep looking at them. They look really nice, but I got to figure out what pattern I want to use them for. So once I get that, I can do that. So my haul today, I didn't get the mail in, but I have some haul coming in the mail, but it didn't make it before I made the video. Okay, I did stop the video and go get the mail. And guess what? With all the talk about the Witch's Moon fabric from Stitchery Express, fabric that's distributed by Stitchery Express and made by Fabric Flare, I ordered some more for one of my witches, Gina, G-E-G-W-N-A. So this is called Moonless Witch's Sky. Look at that. She's gonna look good. It's perfect for my Nora Corbett Witch Pixie. Look at that. That's gonna be great. And another piece of the moon fabric. Look at that. That is gonna be great. Maybe Gigi. Gigi would look great on that because she's got that. Would be a great silhouette for Gigi. So again, just check the mail. Wow, amazing what happens when you order things and you're stuck inside. So this is Witch's Moon from Fabric Flare, and you can get it online from Stitchery Express. It's great. I love this fabric, and it's sparkly. It's sparkly. I ordered sparkle. My witches always get sparkle. They get green skin and sparkles. You know, girl can't go anywhere without sparkles. Look at that. This one. All right, so maybe one of these two might be started for this week. Told you, plans with inside of plans. I never know what I'm gonna do. So last week I got my Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month. It's a neutral. It's called Sand. It's 32 count linen, and this is gonna be perfect. I have a pattern in mind for it, so I think this is a perfect color for any number of items. And then I forgot to show this last week when we did our market haul, because this was a fabric that was given to me as a birthday gift, and I was told that it was dyed wrong. It was put in the wrong dye lot or something like that, and the color is called Happy Birthday Gary. It's 35 count. I think it's weeks, 35 count. So I'm good with the color called Happy Birthday Gary. I'll have to frame this with whatever I stitch with it. But I see like something, go figure, maybe Halloween. But yeah, this is my color. EJ, what's your haul?
All right, now for haul. My monthly subscription for what do you call this thing? Victorian Model Sampler Shop is here. So we have, I do the 6 count brights. This is Little Blue Essential. Spring Green Goddess. Oh, that's pretty. Midnight Dark. This is a blue. Okay. Rise and Shine. Oh, that's pretty. I have Canyon Sunrise. And Rustic Bend. So these are my 6. Beautiful as always. And I also won a giveaway. Rolodex Stitches. Gary is going to write her name right here. Rolodex Stitches. Carla was having a giveaway and I entered and I won. my first piece of Mystic fabric by Misty. It's Mystic fabric. It's a 14 count opal Ada, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, really pretty. I also got some goodies in another bag. She gave me some glitter floss embroidery threads. I'm put it right here so you can see. Some needles, scissors, and I got some Cosmo threads, which is, I've never worked with Cosmo before, and a black one is in here somewhere, but pretty pretty. I also received my first soda stitch, Little Witches. Little EJ, little Gary, little Shelia. Yes, Little Witches. This is super cute. I love it. And Santa's Village 2. This is a big mama jamma. Woo! But you could take little vignettes and stitch little pieces, stitch it little scenes, so you don't have to stitch the whole thing if you don't want. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because that's a lot. So I'm going to take little pieces and stitch pillows or ornaments. That is super cute. I love this. And a little pin cushion, a cactus pin cushion. It's super cute. Or a plant pin cushion. This is not a cactus. It's a pin cushion though. So thank you, Carla. Really appreciate it.
Alrighty, well, thank you, EJ. Everybody had a little something this time, so thank you, thank you. So announcements. First, I just want to say that anybody who has registered for the cruise, we thank you so much. We are looking forward to a great week, the end of July. Just saying that we are still planning on going, and we will go until Norwegian says we can't. And that's where we are. We're a go. At that point, Shelia will not have been on a cruise ship for 6 months, and I will be ready to go. Okay? That's my happy place, ready to go. When we are able to, we will get from the cross stitch cupboard the list of everybody who has registered, and we will be in touch with you as soon as we can. Keep everybody in the loop. Want to say personally thank you so much for registering, and not to worry, because hey, we're sailing in July. End of July 26th, August 2nd, the Norwegian BreakAway sailing out of Miami for 7 days. And there's a poster we always show at the end of our videos. So grab a screenshot of that poster with all the registration and how you get cabins and all of that. Gary, I think you've got some announcements. So hey, hit us with your announcements.
Did we get enough laughs in this segment? I didn't hear any EJ laughs, but hopefully there's a couple that everybody else heard. I miss EJ. That's but great announcement on the ship, Shelia. We're all fingers crossed that everything's going to work out right, and we all get our lives back together, and we start living. You know, hopefully people keep washing their hands after this event. I mean, and it's not a new concept for stitchers. We wash them all the time. So announcements. I have in Garon, we're getting ready to do the, we've been working on the bag of the month, so we're still ready to send those invoices out. I think they go automatic on the 28th, and then we'll, you know, of course they automatically expire at 12 on the 2nd. So, ooh, I just heard the mails here. Darn, maybe I'll add that at the end. Maybe not. Anyway, so, thank you everyone for your support in Garon. We love the comments. We love the posts on our group, and you know, stitchers are the best. So thank you for supporting us last weekend and every day. Thank you so much.
Okay, so there we go. Announced. We have been announced. Thank you, Gary. Plans. So what are my plans? My plans are to continue to stitch up a storm this week, take advantage of this time. I am actually enjoying being at home, an excuse for not going places. I'm a homebody, as I guess many of us are. Plans, other than that, our plans are to continue to practice social distancing. We will continue to film at our separate homes. We will improve our process, and it's going to be fun. We know that it's a tough time for a lot of people. A lot of folks are anxious, but hey, you know what? We're stitchers, people. We got stuff to do, tons of stuff to do. I know several shops are open. So not open, but available for online purchase. You can always call the Cross Stitch Cupboard if you need any supplies, if you run out of something. So please do not hesitate. Stitch, stitch, stitch. But we will be practicing social distancing until we're told that it's not necessary anymore. Okay, Gary, you got a plan? Honestly, you know what? Do you really? Do you have a plan?
Plans. I don't know, Shelia. I might have a plan with a plan, with inside a plan, with inside of a plan. You know, like those Russian dolls, you just keep opening it up. So plans. I don't know. All right. My March plan that EJ's grading me by has all been taken care of. Check, check, check. Because I had to start Spring Quaker, which I did. So pretty much, I might go through some of my 2021 Dark October plans, that whips, and finish some of them up. I'm thinking of Witchy Washy, and maybe, you know, you guys keep thinking. I keep thinking about the Vlad's Wash Day. You know, because you guys made such a big deal about my Valentine's Day wash day, laundry. So EJ, do you have plans?
Thank you. As for my plans, I want to finish at least half of the Blackwork Butterfly, backstitch included. I want to finish that. I also want to work on my Wizardly to get a couple of letters in, and then I can move on to somewhere else. What else do I want to plan on working? I have no idea. It's gonna be what the homework dictates. What School of Magical Stitches and the Daily 30, what their prompt is, to see what I'm going to be picking up. That's it.
Well, thanks, CJ. See, we got plans, y'all. Ain't no grass growing under our feet. Okay, so I think we've said it all.
There's one other thing that I wanted to bring up, Stitchy Kindness. It was totally unexpected. We were totally surprised. We don't do stitch alongs, and we don't promote anybody. We just, whatever we love, we just, you know, like people say, what are you going to say on the video? I never know. I just spout out whatever. I don't know what I'm going to say until afterwards. So hopefully I say the right thing. But I got goosebumps. So we got a package from Karen Kubla from Rosewood Manor, and she gave us a couple charts for us, and a couple of charts that we will probably be giving away as a giveaway later on in once we hit 5,000. So, but I wanted to show you the ones that Karen sent me, and I don't know, I think she's kind of got me, I think she's been watching me, I don't know. She's kind of got me figured out, which I don't even have me figured out. So they sent me this one. Look at this, Halloween, Happy Halloween. I love these hats. I've been watching this one for a while, but you know what? I think this would look good on that, maybe. I don't know. Looks like it's on Ancient. Ancient would be nice. I think I got a piece of Ancient. So thank you, Karen and staff. And then this is the one that came out at market. This is the one that this was for. That's what I thought. Look at this. hunters, gatherers. I mean, if you guys didn't see this at market, I mean, it's a sampler. I think it's a sampler. I'm not good with samplers or definitions because I stitch outside of definitions. I stitch what I like, so I don't need a definition of it. So this one is really cool because it reminds me, like I said before, when I was in Germany. But when I saw it here, I mean, when you see up close instead of on the line, it's great. This one might be part of my plans this week. I got fabric, and it's just what is it? Weeks. I have a stash of weeks. I could at least start it. And then this one is one that I'm really looking forward to because EJ started one from, I don't remember who it was from now. EJ, can you put it? I would say, EJ, can you put it right here? But guess what? Gary's doing the editing, so Lord knows where it could be down here, over here. It may not even be here. Anyway, so this one's really cool. This is another, it's called Homewards, and it's stitched with the sulky threads. I mean, these are pretty cool. I like these. So, and then those are the ones that she sent for me, and then the ones that she sent for Shelia and EJ are, I'm gonna show their stitch of kindness because my house is quarantined. I'm not letting anybody in. So this one was for Shelia and this one was for EJ. So I think EJ and I are going to probably do a stitch along with this one. This one's going to be pretty fun. And I'm looking forward to using the sulky threads. I mean, that's a lot of stitching. It's beautiful. So thank you, Karen from Rosewood Manor. We really appreciate it. Was not expecting it. It was totally shocked, and I'm looking forward to more stitching. So, EJ, Shelia, thank you so much. And
no matter where you are, the sun is always shining when you're
Guess
stitching.
what? I did it by myself. I knew what it was. Bye, everyone.